I would like to welcome everyone to the 6th Annual State of Black Shreveport Economic Symposium. Last night, many of you fellowshiped with us at Morning Star Baptist Church as we had our speaker, Jamal Bryant from Baltimore, Maryland, give a word to us, as well as we supported the Booker T. Washington Marching Band on their trip to the World Strides performance in New York City. I'd like to welcome you all to this event, to our clergy, elected officials, and our mayor, Mayor Ali Tyler. Thank you so much for waking up with us this morning. I once heard President Obama say, when things go right, you get little credit. When things go wrong, you get all the blame. So please continue doing the excellent work that you do every day. Please never get discouraged or disheartened in your work, for we are watching you and we are supporting you wholeheartedly. So thank you so much. And next we will have a word from our mayor.
Thank you so much. Good morning. I want to thank Mr. Marshall for those kind words of introduction. I also want to say hello to each of you this morning. It is always a pleasure to be with all of the citizens here in our great city. It is an awesome task for us to come together and make a difference in the lives of the citizens that we serve. I want to thank Commissioner Cawthorn for inviting me also again this year to be a part of this annual State of Black Shreveport. And I want to bring you greetings on behalf of our great city. We want to say to all of our citizens this morning, I wish we had a room full, because when we come together as African Americans, great things can happen and great things will happen. I too would like to recognize any elected official, but I want to recognize all of you. I want to thank the young people from Booker T. Washington High School who came this morning, certainly to post those colors, and the young man who brought that beautiful song to us. Our youth is the future, not only of this city, but this state and this nation. And so I would encourage us as African Americans to support our young people. Be that bridge for them when they don't have the support. As I talked with some of our young people this morning, some of them are truly making a difference, and they are trying to bridge that gap. Commissioner Cawthorn, I want to commend you and this organization for pausing each year, and this is your 6th year, I understand, to keep our community concerns at the top of your priority list. If we're going to make strides to improve on the critical issues we face in the black community, it's going to take the support of everyone. One individual does make a difference. One organization can make a difference. But I tell you, it's going to take us all coming together to make that difference. Unity and working together for the common good of all our citizens is something which we all should have a vested interest. Doubtless, I can tell you, we all get worn down by the cares of this world. And the doubt and disbelief can sometimes, particularly during this current administration, can sap our faith. And when I say current, national administration, but I tell you, don't be weary. We got to trust God, commit daily to God, to our families, and to our fellow men. We must be a constant source of strength to one another as we continue to work together to make certain that our heritage, and I want to say to our young people this morning, we have a strong heritage. What people do you know that have been brought to a country in chains, became slaves, and have gone from slavery to the White House? That is a strong heritage. And so I say to you today, let us remember that heritage, and let us commit to protect that heritage and to continue that heritage. Our challenge is to be the change we want to see in our communities and our nation and in our world. We must continue to be resilient. We must be more innovative in addressing our own needs and those in our community. We must remain on the cutting edge of education, politics, health services, economic development, and housing. And when you get weary, and I can tell you we do get weary, I'll say to you, remember the words of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. He had a favorite song as I read about his life. He says, if I can help somebody as I travel along this way, then my living will not be in vain. And I tell you, don't be weary. Let's trust God. He led our people from slavery to where we are at this present time. I'm also reminded of something that Maya Angelou said, and she said, and I quote, and I'm going to try to remember the quote. She said, we must remember where we've been in order to be able to, and I'm just paraphrasing, to know where we're going and to know how we arrived at this present stage. And I say to you today, get to know your history as African Americans. Get to know where you've been, and then you will understand where you're going. Also, the late Congresswoman Barbara Jordan said, do not bring black power or green power, but bring brain power. And I say today to our young people, get an education, dream big, and go for it. Don't let anyone cause you to forsake your own dreams and your own passion. And I want to say that we're reaping today the blessings of Dr. Martin Luther King's leadership, and we must keep the dream alive. And we can do that when we're willing to prepare ourselves intellectually and spiritually to assume positions of leadership and to serve as role models for others. I was telling Pastor Lacey that I'm so proud of what he's doing and some of these other young people that we see in the room this morning. Continue to make that difference in our community. Continue to be that role model. We've got a lot more people who are doing positive things than those that are not. We owe a debt to all of those who came before us. And of course, we owe the investment of making the state of Black Shreveport better for those that will come behind us. If we are to make things better, no longer can we look the other way when our young people are killing each other. It truly takes citizens and law enforcement working in partnership to stop the violence. One loss of life is one too many. And of course, it's very unfortunate, the rash of shootings we've had here lately in our city. And my heart goes out to those families that have lost loved ones to these senseless acts of violence. But I tell you, we need everyone. We need everyone. Schools, churches, nonprofits, elected officials, and you involved in deterring the violence that we have. But I say again, we have a lot more positive role models. And if we will continue to step up and work together, we can make that difference. Again, thank you all for being here this morning, and know we really, really appreciate this organization's commitment, Commissioner Cawthorn, for raising awareness about the critical issues in our Black community and working together to make the lives of African Americans better in the great city of Shreveport. God bless you and have a great day.
Thank you again, Mayor Tyler. Next, we'll have a brief word from Mrs. Black, Louisiana.
Good morning, and thank you all for coming. And I'd just like to thank the founder and the chairman for allowing me to come and letting me be a part of such a great program. I came last year for the first time. I'm not originally from Shreveport. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, and I love Shreveport. I wish I did grow up here, and I see why my husband loves it so much. I'm currently a licensed professional counselor at Shreveport Behavioral Health Clinic, so I work with a lot of children. So this first discussion will actually do me some good in helping me with my profession, and hopefully I can take some of this information back to my kids and their family, because mental health is a huge stigma in the Black community. And so I'd just like to thank all of you for coming, and I look forward to meeting you all and taking some pictures with you all if you like. So thank you so much, and enjoy your day.
Thank you. Next, we will have our founder of the State of Black Shreveport, Mr. Lynn Cawthorn, will come and talk about the State of Black Shreveport and why we do it.
Righty. Good morning, folks. Good morning. Every year, I like, let me not begin without saying good morning, hello to my mother. You know, she's got 200 kids. She got 13 kids. I want her to stand up so y'all can see her. Like Robin Harris said, hey, Mom. At any rate, a year in and year out, I like to stand up and tell people why we do the State of Black Shreveport. I hear comments like, you know, Lynn, we live in the most ethnic, diverse America ever. Yes, we are in a post-racial society. Maybe. We've been blending. Things have gotten a whole lot better. Yes. But while we exist in America, there still exists the Jewish Federation of Chamber of Commerce, the Chinese Chamber of Commerce, Chinatown in San Francisco, New York, Chicago, the Spanish Chamber of Commerce, the Spanish Business Alliance, even the Aryan nations and the Nation Brotherhood still exist. And why do those organizations exist? Because they understand that they are a subset of the whole. Let me say it again, a subset of the whole. They understand that within their communities, to make America greater, to make Louisiana greater, to make Shreveport greater, those dynamics inside their community must be undergirded. So we do the State of Black Shreveport so that we can do the same thing. We are a subset of the whole. If we've got educational problems, turns our kids attaining high school diplomas, going off to college, if we don't have any money, economically depressed, what does that do to the whole? That's a strain on the whole. So we come do the State of Black Shreveport on an annual basis so that we can, as a subset, we can improve what we need to do as Black America. And when we improve Black America, what we do? We make all of America greater. And that's why we do the State of Black Shreveport. All right? We also do it to Black History Month, because we got some brothers and sisters, he say, they go to work, you know, Lynn, they gonna find out I'm Black. Let me let you know a little secret. They know you Black. They know you Black. They know your struggle. They know about slavery. They know. And no one really have an issue with people being who they are. We need to be internally to be proud of ourselves. So that's why we do the State of Black Shreveport. We're going to continue to do it, and we want you guys to join in with us and participate, make Shreveport a great place, Louisiana a great place, and America a great place. Give your hands yourselves a big round of applause. And just very briefly, I always fundamentally believe that the 20 evils in the Black community is low educational attainment and a lack of economic prosperity. When you marry the two of those together, it's a recipe for disaster. And so if we're gonna do better in Shreveport, Louisiana, and America, in Black America, we got to improve on education, we got to get our kids better outcomes as it relates to education, and we got to pool our dollars together, like the Vietnamese do and the Chinese people, they do. That's why you got a Chinatown in New York, Chicago, and San Francisco. We got to pool those dollars together and make Black America great. And when you do that, you will see that everybody will embrace Black America. Everybody will see the shining stars that we are. Like the mayor said, evolving from slavery and where we are today. We have nothing to be ashamed of. We're a proud people. We're a great people. And I want you guys to take that home with you. And as you go out through the rest of February, the rest of Black History Month, remember that and keep hope alive. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cawthorn. At this time, we would just like to recognize our sponsors, Tobacco Free Living, Caddo Parish, the Roll Foundation, AT&T, White's Printing, Dreamkeepers Academy, Centerpoint Energy, the NAACP, Red River Bank, the Cawthorn Financial Group, Go Blue for Clean Water, MSI, Christian Services, the Beard Properties, Face Video, the Shreveport-Bossier African American Chamber of Commerce, Sussler, Dorian and Cawthorn, PLLC. Also, I would like for our committee members to stand if they're in the room. Mr. Fred Davis, Myram Harley, Broderick Hunter, Ryan Williams, Minister Montreal Whitaker, Ebony Mitchell, Ardavian Charleston, Latrice Hardy, Jada Durden, Desiree Mingo, Roxanne Johnson, Dr. Terrence Vinson, Belina Turner, who also helped us last night along with Morningstar. We would also like to give them a round of applause as well. Demetrius Norman, Omori Hossein, Linda C. Sargent, and our founder, Mr. Lynn Cawthorn. At this time, we'll do a brief break, very, very brief, as our panelists come, as we get ready for our first panel discussion called The State of Black Shreveport in 2017.